Welcome back. Today is Tuesday and we're working still on our letter G. Today you're only going to need your pencil, worksheet number 10, which is a 1 and a 0, and then your handwriting page for your capital G that looks like this. So you need those three things today. Let's just get right into it today. We're going to be starting with our alphabet with our 26 letters, but today we're going to be talking about our vowels a little bit more too. Each time that we hear a vowel, remember there's 5 of them, each time we hear a vowel, A, E, I, O, or U, we're going to be doing something different when we say our alphabet today. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to stand up wherever you're at, and we're going to say the alphabet. But when we hear a vowel, we're going to jump only on the letters that are vowels. So that's A, E, I, O, and U. So that means when we start, guess what we're going to start with? A. Well, A is a vowel, so I'll jump when I say A. But I won't jump again until I get to E. Are you ready? Let's try it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Very good. So remember, our vowels are red, our consonants are black. Vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. This week so far we've been talking about our letter G. We had a new picture card and a new beginning card. This is our lowercase g. G says G, 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 not G. Make sure you do it G, G. G says G. G says G. Every letter makes a sound. The G says G. G, G. Goat, G. Very good. Some of our things that we've talked about this week that have started with a G: gum, gate, garden, goat, grapes, goose, girl, and game. Now, those all have the beginning sound or initial sound of G, G. Remember, even if I don't know the letter, I can hear and say the sound that the beginning of the word sounds like. So we're going to try that a little bit. I'm going to give you a word. You're going to try to tell me the beginning sound. So if I said loose, loose, what is the beginning sound that you hear? Loose, loose. Ul, you hear ul. Very good. Lady, lady. What is the very initial or beginning sound you hear in the word lady? Lady. Good, you hear the ul, ul. Ox, ox, ox. What is the beginning or initial sound you hear in the word ox? Ox. You hear the ah, ah. Gum, gum, g, g, gum. You hear our new one, you hear our g, g, which is G. Odd, odd, odd. What sound do you hear at the beginning of the word odd? Ah, ah, very good. Game, game, g, g, game. You hear the g, g. Good. Look, look. What is the beginning or initial sound that you hear with look? Look. Ul, ul. Good. Goat, goat. What is the beginning or initial sound you hear for the word goat? G, g, goat. G, g. Okay, very good. Let's try one more. On, on, on. What is the beginning or initial sound you hear for the word on? Ah, good. On. Remember, you can think about it this way. Beginning, the middle, the end of your word. Good. So these were all things that had the beginning sound of g, g. Let's look at our song from yesterday. We had Gus. This is going to be what's called a sight word. Sight words we cannot sound out, and we're going to be talking more about what sounding out and blending is tomorrow. This is the sight word the. This is going to be one we're going to get to really soon. It's going to be T-H-E. That means every single time we see the T, then an H, and then an E. Every single time it's the word the. Gus the goat. Remember, I'm going to go left to right, top to bottom, every single time. Ready? Gus the goat is a goofy garbage man. He gobbles garbage straight from the can. Granny's glasses, garden gloves, gum and grapes are what he loves. Girls and guys all giggle when he eats the can. Let's try it one more time, and then we're going to go through it and pick out the words that have the g, g, like goat. Gus the goat is a goofy garbage man. He gobbles garbage straight from the can. Granny's glasses, garden gloves, gum and grapes are what he loves. Girls and guys all giggle when he eats the can. So we have a few things on here that are going to start with our g, g, or have that initial sound. We have Gus, goat, goofy, garbage, gobble, granny, glasses, garden, gloves, gum, grapes, girls, guys, and giggle. Remember, giggle is like whenever you're laughing. Very good. So notice today wasn't quite as long, but that doesn't mean that we didn't learn as much. So let's look at these one more time. We're going to try them all together because today on your paper, Miss Elmore is going to tell you a sound. You're going to have to write the capital and lowercase letter that goes with that sound. Ready? L, O, lion, O, ah, octopus, ah, G, G, goat, G. Good. Let's do it one more time and see if we can do it a little bit slower. L, O, lion, O, ah, octopus, ah, G, G, goat, G. Nice, very good. Let's look at our phonics paper. Remember, this is going to be number 10. Miss Elmore's going to have help holding hers today. We're going to have 3 sounds so that we're going to be writing. So Miss Elmore's going to say that sound, and we're going to try to write it by that number. So we have our capital G and our lowercase g and our goat to remind us of that beginning sound for G. Next to number 1, notice that's where he's starting. We're going to start right there. We're going to start with the harder one that we just learned yesterday with goat. Goat. Okay. Write the capital and lowercase letter that sounds like G. G. So guess what Miss Elmore is going to write? I'm going to write my capital G and my lowercase g. So I'm going to hold my paper and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to write my capital G, curve around and down, part way back up and in. Write your capital G. Today you will get more of a chance to learn how to write your G, capital G. Right next to it, I'm going to do my lowercase falling G. Remember, this means this is going to fall down past the line. It's like it's sitting and this is hanging down below. So I'm going to come down further. I'm going to go around and down, back up to the top, down, and give it a tail. Now here's what's going to be tricky. On my next one, notice I have this tail. I don't want to get stuck around that tail. So I might write the capital for my next one right here and my lowercase letter a little further over. So I'm going to look at number 2. Make sure you're on the right number. I'm going to write the capital and lowercase letter that sounds like O. ul. Write the letter that sounds like ul, ul. Well, I know ul is L. So I'm gonna hold my paper. I'm gonna pull down and over. There's my capital L. L says ul. Now, so I don't run into this one, I'm gonna move over a little further to do my lowercase letter. And I'm gonna pull it straight down. That's okay. It just makes it to where I can read it better and so that I'm not running into that falling letter right there. So we wrote G on number 1 for G. Number 2, we wrote ul, which is L. Number 3, we're gonna write the capital and lowercase letter that sounds like ah. Ah. What letter says ah? Ah. O. So I'm gonna write my capital O and my lowercase o. Let's go ahead and get our pointer finger ready and point to all the capital or big letters that are in our box where Leo the lion is pointing. Remember, the more we say them, see them, and even hear them, the more we get better at knowing what they are. Ready? Left to right, top to bottom. G, P, H, G, Y, O, G, I, G, I, G, E, D, G, O, G. Good. Now this time we're only going to circle it if it's a capital G. My very first one's a G. No. No. Yes, that one's a G. No. No, that one's a G. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. No. Yes. Let's count and see how many we had. Remember, your paper should look exactly like Miss Elmore's paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna pull over to the right, across and down. This is my number 7. There were 7 capital or big G's. There were 7. Very good job. Remember, leave these in your folder. Miss Elmore's going to look to make sure that you followed along and that yours looks exactly like mine. Now let's look at our capital G. Remember, this is lovely line letters. We have our capital G up here in our heart. We have our little g, g, girl. Girl is G-I-R-L. Notice the difference between our lowercase g and our capital G. Our capital G is going to go from the top all the way down to the bottom. We're still going to start on our dot, and this should remind you a little bit of what we did with our number 2 and our number 3. Numbers are not the same as letters, but it's going to have to curve up and touch the top, just like our number 2 and our number 3 did. So you're going to trace them all together. You're going to try some by yourself. So the only difference is with this is you're going to act like you're doing an O. But instead of coming all the way back up, you're going to only come up to that dotted line and pull in. So I'm going to pull still to this left side. So I'm going to start at my dot. I'm going to curve up to the top, around and down, back up and in. Try one more time. Curve up to the top, around and down, back up and in. Then you're going to try to trace all of these, and then you're going to do some by yourself. Remember, you will get more practice the day that you're in here with Miss Elmore, as well as the other days that you are at home working on your phonics. Once those look so great, ooh, great, it has your G in it, then you're going to look at the back. On the back, there is a hidden picture. Can you tell what the hidden picture is going to be? It's a gift. Do you see how it's like it looks like a present? A gift. Everywhere you see the capital G's, everywhere you see the capital G's, you are going to be coloring them R-E-D. What's R-E-D? R-E-D, red, R-E-D, red. I can spell red, I can spell red. Fire trucks are red, stop signs are red too, R-E-D. Good. So our capitals, our big ones are gonna be red. Our lowercase or little ones are gonna be one that we haven't done yet, and it's gonna be pink. P-I-N-K, P-I-N-K. I can spell pink. So there's gonna be pink. So if it's a capital G, red. If it's a lowercase g, pink. Remember, 3-star coloring. Coloring in the lines, coloring things the right color, so you're only using red and pink and following those directions, and then you're not leaving any white space. Once this is done, remember to put it back into your white binder, and we'll be looking at it when you bring it back. Do your very, very best, and Miss Summer will see you later for tomorrow's. See you later. Do your best.